Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Flames Radiance faction, how you can unlock them, how you can grind their renown and reputation, and basically all the rewards and benefits you get from doing so. Now to unlock the faction you will need to take a Radiant Call quest. This should be automatically given to you if you are level 80 regardless of progress in the story. But if you do not find it, you can access it from your adventure guide. Once you have traveled to the location, which is just past the main hub in Hallowfall, you will unlock the Flames Radiance as well as your daily quests and weekly quests. There are daily quests, which are for your incursions, and a weekly quest related to the Nightfall Scenario. You will also have a quest which you'll want to take from Lars, which will give you your Sacred Ward buff. This will give you an overall buff that will help you throughout your questing in the overworld of Kazalgar. Now gaining Renown is pretty simple. You gain Renown by completing the daily incursion quests, completing the weekly quest for Nightfall Scenario, and completing the Nightfall Scenario in general. Something important to take note of is that the weekly and daily quests for the incursions and the daily quest for the incursions and the weekly quest for the Nightfall Scenario is character based. So it is not Warbound based, which means if you have a lot of ults, you can very quickly grind account-wide reputation for this faction quite easily. The Nightfall Scenario as well drops reputation every time you complete it and is available every single hour. So it's not too hard to really go big and grind these events. The daily incursion quests are quests that are tied to an area. So all 3 daily incursions should occur in the same area. For example, whilst filming this video, they were all in Ashkahet, and you will do them on every single ult if you want to. They are great because they give you other rewards like confiscated bags, which we'll talk about a bit later. Now, in terms of the Nightfall Scenario event, it is currently bugged, but the Nightfall Scenario event is pretty standard. It is every hour, so for example, at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and it occurs in the hub zone right by where you accept the daily and weekly quests for the faction. It is super simple, it is 3 phases, it does not take long. Right now it is experiencing some bugs, but it is great. You get reputation based on your service level, which is the top bar. This fills up by your individual progress in the event, but you will get rewards based on defeating the end boss, and no matter what you do, you should gain some reputation along with some resources, which you can use to upgrade your character or ults. Now, one of the main benefits of basically the Nightfall Scenario is the Radiant Emblem of Service. This is something you get from completing the weekly quest for the scenario. On top of that, you also get a guaranteed Warbound veteran piece of gear from defeating the final boss every single time, which is really, really good. The Radiant Emblem of Service is a great resource, and we'll talk about it just now. For now though, if you are experiencing the bug with the event not working, try server hopping between instance groups. It should help you solve that problem, although it's probably going to be patched very soon. Now, one of the main vendors and rewards is the champion gear vendors. These are really cool because they allow you to target pieces you may not have, but they also actually have some really cool transmog. So by getting these pieces, you are able to target at least a very solid gear level for potentially missing pieces, but you also get some really good transmog as well. There's a trinkets and weapon vendor too, so you shouldn't really have a reason not to kind of go in here. This currency is only from the weekly quest, so it will take you a while, but it is worth it, and since each ult can do the quest, it shouldn't take you too long. The Quartermaster is also available at the central hub Lars. He is the character that gave you the buff quest. He sells your standard mount / toys / cosmetics. He also has an appearance for the Delver's Dirigible, which is great. But generally speaking, he's going to be tied to your renown level, and as you progress through, you'll be able to pick up some decent gear from him. Most interestingly is the neck piece, which is a champion level piece but has the specific buff of doubling your overworld effect of the Sacred Ward glyph, which I think is pretty funny and interesting. Other than that, there are some additional cosmetics you can buy from a lane just in front of the fire. These are nothing too crazy, but they are pretty cool. And then we get to the confiscated Skeltus Bags. Now these bags, you get 1 per daily quest you complete. So for example, I completed all 3 quests for the day on my character. I have 3 bags inside my backpack. Now the really cool thing about this is that each bag is guaranteed to have either a veteran or potentially champion level piece of Warbound gear, which is incredibly useful. Sorry, veteran, or potentially, I think it's just veteran, or potentially a lower level champion piece of gear that is Warbound, which is amazing. And it gives you a 1% chance drop at the Void Scarred links. So it's really good from that aspect, in that you can farm Warbound gear very freely, as well as also, essentially grab yourself some excellent chance at a cool mount. So I think it's really cool, and because you can do it on every single ult, I think it's not so bad a grind. I mean, it's a grind, but at least you can kind of accelerate it if you are willing to play multiple characters. And then finally we have the Renown guide. This obviously is based on your Renown. You will need 2,500 Renown like every other major faction. This doesn't unlock too much. There's only 10 Renown levels. The different titles is one of the very cool things. The toys are also very cool, but it's mainly the titles I find that's really solid, and obviously unlocking the potential mounts. But there's nothing too crazy outside of that here, so just your standard kind of stuff. Other than that, that is it from me. If you have any more tips or you have any more comments about the Flames Radiance faction, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and bye.